So I have to start this video off with a disclaimer. I don't like sports anime. And not in the sense that I think they're just not as good, but in the sense that I have so little interest in sports that anime about them are a turn off to me. So when Blue Box dropped, I was surprised. I finally found a sports anime that I genuinely like. Now the thing to know is that the sports element is heavily intertwined with the personal interests of our main character. It's not only something he's passionate about, it's a means to an end as well. Taiki Inomata is a man on a mission. He wants to win the affection of one of the most popular girls in school, the captain of the girls' basketball team, Kano Chinatsu. And this is the element that I really like about it. As much as a doof as Taiki can appear, there's an inherently masculine, endearing quality to him in the way he throws himself wholeheartedly into his goals of making it to nationals in badminton just to hopefully attract the attention of his crush. Not only that, he's not a complete idiot. He's fully capable of analyzing himself and his play style and finding ways to improve. And even when pushed beyond his limit, he'll still keep going because he wants to achieve things. As a character, he succeeds at making himself the center of the story even without the plot forcing you to pay attention to him. This has been an issue with certain anime in past seasons, even ones that I did really like, where main characters, the central focus, were not as inherently endearing as certain other side characters. And it is a negative when your main character does not hold the most attention. But in this case, his determined, upbeat nature and overall dedication to his sport make him an inherently good protagonist, and you inherently want to cheer him on to his goal of competing at the national level. And of course, the love interest, Kano Chinatsu, is also a very instantly endearing character to me. She's very dedicated, driven, she has a goal in mind, a thing she wants to do, and she's also a very kind person at that. She doesn't need to be hard or brutal to people to show that she's dedicated to something and has a set of standards. Her interactions with Taiki have been so far very good, and the way they both play off each other has been a very relaxing thing to watch. And of course, this wouldn't be a good romance anime without a little bit of a surprise twist. The fact that Taiki's crush is living with him as her parents are moving out of country and the pair's parents were old friends. So she ended up staying with his family. It's a silly little twist inspired by Taiki's impassioned speech to Kano about going to nationals that makes her want to chase that dream once more, which leads her to stay in the country and ultimately stay with him. And it's a small way to show that both are somewhat inspiring the other to put forth their best effort, and that is a good sign of a good relationship, especially when it comes to anime and writing and what have you. I think it's a good way to start structuring a relationship, showing how both are positively affecting the other. And the other characters surrounding them have so far done a good job of keeping the show lively with mild humor and some good dynamics like net positive rivalries, grounding their friends, and just adding a level of variety to the main cast that helps push the whole thing forward. It's this romance-heavy angle on sports that really has me interested. If it were a sports anime with a romance sub-arc, I probably wouldn't be as hooked on it. But this comes across more as a romance anime with a sports sub-theme, and that makes it a whole lot more palatable to me. So the story so far has been really good, and I have really liked the characters. But there is one element to that I actually found myself surprised by: the animation. I didn't really think much about it, but it is a sports anime, and it does deserve a little bit of good action. So really, the general visual appeal of it is very good, and I'm surprised they put so much effort into making game scenes so dynamic and lively, giving it a nice bit of visual payoff as well as story payoff. I like the designs and the way the characters are drawn, nothing to complain about there, but there have been some this season with character designs that just absolutely didn't look right to me. And to boot, the intro theme is good as well, and that makes it an overwhelmingly solid production. There's a reason why it's in my must-watch category for the season. But I hope you enjoy this video, and that you'll tune in for more. Later!